In this video, we're going to be talking about those who enable evil people to do what they do, and I'm going to confront 5 different types. Stick around. When it comes to the evils done in this world, you have those who are actively responsible, but you also have those who are passively responsible. Some may say to me, well, Daniel, what is evil? If they want to play the subjective morality game, I think all of us knows deep down what evil is. We have a conscience. Unfortunately, some have a seared conscience. But for those who want a more common sense answer, the kind of evil I'm talking about is any action that brings unjust harm to someone else. We not only have people doing evil, but we have those who enable that evil to be done. So let's get started talking about our first one. This one may hit hard with some, but it is what it is. And that is non-present parents. I'm not here to be anybody's judge. I know that life ain't picture perfect for everybody. We all face a lot of different things and we all have our reasons, but we all must admit that so much of the crime and chaos happening in this world is coming from the hands of fatherless men especially, even though the mother plays a very important part as well. Any kind of unpresent parent, whether it's the father or the mother, is going to have a catastrophic effect on a child. And so many people out committing crimes and doing evil did not have their parents present in their life, pouring into them. The problem of fatherless children and the crime they commit in this country is a reality. Some of the most important people in making a difference in this world is parents that are present. Not only present, but also intentional and attentive. Second, people who enable evil to be done in this world is people who fail to intervene when it's in their power to do so. You've got so many people standing around nowadays filming evil being done to others, and they themselves will not put their phones away and do anything about it. Some people say, man, I'm not getting involved in people's fights. I'm not getting hurt. Well, you shouldn't stand there and film for pleasure either. Now, if you're filming to get evidence, that's one thing. But if you're not going to get involved and help, you shouldn't sit there and film for pleasure. I watch video after video of kids ganging up on one person and nobody's doing anything but standing there filming. The only way that footage becomes useful is if you turn them people in. But to just sit there and film for pleasure or to have something to post is wrong, and it is enabling evil people. Number 3, individuals who are silent in the face of evil. Dietrich Bonhoeffer said, silence in the face of evil is evil itself. We've got to use wisdom on how we speak up, but it's very important that we speak up when we can. If our speaking up is useful in the prevention of evil or the prevention of evil going further in that situation, it was worth it. The 4th group are those who make justification for evil. In my country, I believe we're too easy on crime. We're too easy on those who are really doing crime, and we're too hard on those who just want to defend themselves. Sometimes I feel like the system is completely upside down on top of its head. We're living in a time where people will actually make justification for the actions of those such as the man who stabbed Irina Zarutska on the train. Well, Daniel, he's got mental problems. You think? All these people are mental, but they need to be stopped. Evil is evil. I don't care what political party you belong to. When people are getting attacked and killed by someone else, we shouldn't be making justification for their actions. You can't make justification for one person's action and not make justification for another. When people commit murder and do great evil and commit heinous crimes, they need to pay for it. I don't care what party they belong to, what color they are, or what nationality they are. When they do wrong, they need to pay the price for it without people out in the world making stupid comments and justifying the actions of these people based on their background or what they've been through or their mental condition. Things really begin to change when a society stops putting up with stuff. When crimes are committed, that crime needs to be punished. It's a sad world when it starts to seem like criminals have more rights than honest people, but it's really starting to feel that way. People come on my YouTube channel sometimes and lecture me about what everyday carry tools / weapons I keep with me to protect myself with. They talk about how it's illegal and how I'm going to go to jail. When these people out here running around in the streets committing crimes are not worried about any of those things. But in some ways, it seems like I'm more in danger of just doing what I'm trying to do to protect myself than these criminals that are out here stabbing people, robbing, killing, cheating, and doing everything they're doing. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil. People should be judged by the content of their character. They don't need to be given a pass because of their color or nationality. There's no justification for killing, stealing, and destroying. And less of it's going to happen when we all collectively stand up against it and stop making excuses for it and make people responsible for their actions. Number 5 is the one I'm going to be the most careful with, because I don't expect everybody to take up the same mantle as everyone else when it comes to preparing to stop evil people, putting ourselves through the training and education that it takes to be able to be a first responder. And I'm not talking about being a policeman or fireman or anyone like that. I'm talking about being people out here who feel that calling to be that sheepdog. So I'll say number 5, people who don't train and prepare may be somebody who, without intention, could enable evil. You don't have to become some elite tactical martial arts person to make a difference out in this world and help keep people safe. But we can grow in our awareness and our ability to point people in the right direction, and we should be intentional about that. I reached a point in my life where I heard the last report regarding a public shooting that I could handle. I heard enough stories, and I had reached the point to where I could no longer hear these stories without going out and getting my concealed carry permit and becoming proficient with a firearm. Now, I know this doesn't apply to every country, but it doesn't take having a firearm to work as a sheepdog in your community and to be a protector or somebody who's capable, somebody who can point people in the right direction. We've got to have sheepdogs in our society because the authorities can't be everywhere at one time. They can't be present to always anticipate and intercept what's going on. Evil is going to happen. It's going to take place in this world, but the last thing we want to be is somebody who enables that evil to thrive. Take care.